That's enough of that. Very warm welcome. This is Chris here from the Trading Mentors. Hope you're well. What another amazing day yesterday we had with currencies in this time. So let's crack on and see where direction leads us today. In Stratford upon Avon. Hope it's nice where you are. We're going to cover a few things today. Gold, of course. Euro dollar, US Swiss, Aussie Swiss, New Zealand Canadian, and Euro Aussie again, just to see how it works, why it works, and how you can profit. So here's the US Swiss. We've got a sell on this, just sent that into the signals channel. So we have a target of 92.20, first target with an extension of 91.80. As you can see here, we have a steep long-term trend. Well, medium-term trend, I guess. So this is what we call convergence, the opposite to divergence. I often talk about divergence because I love it, but convergence is equally as powerful and actually more common. What happens is the price actually moves into an area, what we call a sell zone in this instance, where the price bounces off the 50-day moving average and also with the trend channel as well, top of the trend channel. So this is highly likely to fall. So you're putting the probabilities into your favor. So 0.9220 is a nice first target, and extension 91.80. I always go for the 91.80, the extension. That's just me. In terms of gold, the analysis shows us that it's mixed at the very least, and here's why. We have an uptrend in the medium term. We had a buy zone yesterday. If you saw my video yesterday, we had a buy zone at 19.16. Didn't quite get there. I had an alarm down here. Let's take the alarm off because it's no longer necessary. We expected the price to come down to the central pivot and have a double bottom, but it didn't quite get there. So there was a buy signal here at 12 o'clock in the end, and it moved up into a green zone. Now we have a red zone currently, which indicates a sell-off is possible. Target 19.15, extension 19.05, but we need clarity. You can see that the uptrend is still intact. It's bouncing off the bottom of this channel, so therefore could go up, could go down. So when in this situation, it's best to avoid. Let the market dictate direction. Once it does, if it breaks out somewhere, then we'll be in as soon as possible. So the euro dollar is looking good. Okay, let me just go over a few details. I'm waiting for this price to move down to 111.50, somewhere around this area. So there is convergence. I'm short US Swiss. So, and the euro dollar does the opposite. So I don't really want to trade both. In fact, I won't trade both, but I'm interested to see that the euro dollar agrees with my analysis on the US Swiss, but this will probably move down slightly to this area, cause some convergence. And convergence is where the price action is moving in an area where there's more information. In other words, it's moving down to the 50-day moving average. It's moving down to the bottom of the trend channel and likely to bounce, but looking good. Congratulations to all the members and students yesterday who made the profits on Aussie Swiss. I texted this yesterday morning. Well, it moved into the sell zone. Again, convergence is a powerful, powerful thing, and we had a sell signal here. And target was 69.50 and extension 69.30, if I remember rightly. So yeah, excellent trade. Notice here that the price bounces off the central pivot, which is perfect, and the 50-day moving average, which is perfect, and in a downward slope with a red background. Now this is a really interesting chart, the New Zealand Canadian. As we can see here, we have more convergence. Things are happening in currencies more than gold at the moment, which is fine. Don't mind which one. I prefer gold, but nonetheless, that's not ready. So we look for other opportunities. New Zealand Canadian now converging. So what this means is the price is moving down to an area of support. 86.80 is the major support. It might not even get there because now it's moving down to the 50-day moving average, and it's moving down to this trend line at the bottom of the channel. Highly likely to start moving up in the next hour, half hour or an hour. I shall text members if you are ready to do that one. Now, one thing you can do, this is from here, 87 to 87.50 isn't very good. So we could have an extension here at the top of the range. 87.80 would be a better target in this instance. So you can have a first target of 87.50 and an extension of 87.80. Extension just basically means the price is going to be overextended at this rate and likely to come off and move back down again. So that looks like a really nice trade actually, so I'll keep my eye on that one. Congratulations yesterday on everybody who traded the Euro Aussie. Divergence is very, very powerful, and when it breaks big. And we had, in my last video last week, I think it was, we had massive divergence on the Euro Aussie. And this broke out a few days ago on Monday. We had an amazing day. Over 100 grand, 130 grand or something in one day. Not my money, of course, I'm a prop trader, but nonetheless an amazing day, which we need to see. And when you get days like that, you've got to fill your boots and make the most of it. Those days mean that you won't have a loss this week or next week probably overall. So yes, we had initial target 147 hit, extension 147 hit, support yesterday at 147.50 into the buy zone here, correlation again, perfect correlation, and moved up to target 148.70. I only had that target. There was an extension up here, but it was just too much. It's just too far, to be fair. And remember, guys, one of the golden rules of trading, if you get 2 successful trades in a row, that is it. Do not re-enter again, because at some stage this is going to come off, and third time unlucky. So only trade on any conditions, on any time frame. If you get 2 successful trades in a row, then forget it. Wait for another session. Well, from me, Chris at thetradingmentors.com, that's it for today. Have a wonderful day and hopefully make some profits.